And there she is. That is my new boots on my CV joints over here. All nice and shiny looking. Clipped in. Turning great, I guess. Gonna leave all that grease on there because that grease protects that metal, you know. Doesn't let it let the water and air get to it. My little fuel pump back there behind the tranny. This is my tranny. It's all nice and junked up. I've been trying to clean it off every time I get under here. Need to put some more oil in it, or gear lube. I don't know what you call this kind. Just got through changing the oil right there. It's always got something leaking. It just must be a bug thing, they just leak. Look up in there, see the push rod tubes. Those are empty. They're a little longer on one end down there, a little bit more inside or whatever. Get all that. The new Mexican heads that are still there. Yep. This is the other side that I did last week. They've held up pretty good so far. Of course, I don't know exactly. They aren't clocked. They're kind of both 12 o'clock versus this is, you know, that I'd call it 12 and 3 if you had the you know, pointing up there, or 12 and 6. I don't know. Pointing one way and pointing the other. Yeah, 12 and 6. We'll call this pointing 12 and 12 over here. Even though that one's pitted, you know, inside a little piece or whatever, I guess, and it slides on rather easily on this what do you call the pipe thing in there? But anyway, regardless of anything over here on this, you know, when I inserted that earlier, that slid right on, versus I took it off of this side first, or this CV joint, and I had to, you know, it relatively slid off on one of them, or so, I can't remember. We'll have to look back through the tape, won't we? So anyway, there's the clips on there. They're not too difficult to clip together. They're kind of like the originals. I get them right on the little crack in the groove as much as I can there. Yeah, I'm gonna lower the car later on today. Do some valve checks. Ain't done that in about a few months. I like to check it every once in a while. And new heads. This is underneath my car. Anybody ever wanted to see it? Yep. Little dirt dauber nest that I never got cleaned out. Didn't really thought about it every time I get under there. I'm gonna see the belly button of the car. For y'all that don't know, it's just like a little drain area. It's like a little belly button under the bug. Little belly button. Tickle, 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 tickle. Shing, 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 shing. Yep. You know, I can take a nap under here. I almost did. Whenever I was had my drill and all that under here, and I had a wired drill and a little discs, you know, that with the metal. I can't think what they're called. Anyway, I was under here getting all the crud out from under it, and then You know, painted it black and then put some undercoat under it. And I almost took a nap because it was so just blissful underneath the car. If that makes any sense. If you've got blissful moments under the car, comment below. Yeah. Brakes always get kind of tight on that tire. Over here they do alright. It's one of the things I got to get changed out. You hear that? That's my outer bearings. They're brand new. The culprit, trailing arms. They're kind of sagging around, letting room in there. So that's always fun to hit something and hear that. This one's the same way. They don't make trailing arms anymore that are like these. I'm gonna get them from the Bugman Action Import Motors in Bossier City, Louisiana. He's got them like for $75 used. Mine's a double spring. I had gotten some singles, but the bolt holes didn't match up. So yeah, I'm waiting on that later on when I get brave enough to take everything back apart up underneath here and disconnect the brakes. That'd be a good week if I'm not working. But I never know when that'll happen. So I'm just forced to drive it as is. Unless I got some of that little skinny piece of metal stuff I've read about where you could kind of put it in between them gaps and it'd hold pretty well. But yeah, that's like, I hate that. But nothing I can do about it. Yep. I need to put some more on you, buddy. This thing just gets all dirty. Got my spare engine. Yeah. New decals, since these are only like 2 years old. My first time putting decals on a car, it didn't really hold very well. My spare engine, which is an AE engine, which could be the original engine. You know, it turns. I can put that on there, whatever way it goes. You usually do it by hand. Well, you still can. It's got the springs loaded and stuff. But yeah, I'm thinking the dual port and stuff or whatever came off of this one to be put on that B6 behind me. Take the heads off, it's single port heads. Generator run, spins free there. And if I didn't have the spark plugs inside the holes that are, keeping stuff out of there, the cylinders are all shiny and looking. Got Permatex stuff or whatever sealed all around it, so I'm guessing it's been rebuilt. Oh well, time for me to clean up the mess. I've had fun and go eat something.